Have a look what I've done. I've decided to have some fun with it.
I like it. Where do you get
Yeah,
those?
it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of,
Love
yeah,
it.
how are you going?
I'm lovely. How are you?
Not bad. I just said I'm waiting for Batgirl to come on, so I'm just having that. You know how I love my superheroes, so I thought here comes Batgirl, so we'll go from there.
Nice.
So yeah, so I just did the introduction to say thanks very much for joining us. We're just going through what our we've gone through our twin flame journey, as I said, but also it's opened up a lot more in ourselves spiritually to find out exactly what's happening and what our opinions and our new views of life are, I guess, in some ways. So, yeah, Jackie is an Akashic record reader and a very good one at that. She just had a competition for a free Akashic record reading, which was very, very generous of her, and she does, as I said, well worth every cent. It changes your life. There you go.
Well,
And
thank
she's one of
you.
my closest friends, and she's one of my closest friends, but I'm telling you right now, some of the stuff that came out was amazing, and obviously it plays a lot of part into this podcast that we're talking about. How are you, Jack?
I'm lovely. It's been quite the week. I'm glad to be here. Finally.
Fantastic.
Feels like the week has been
Yeah,
a
well,
long
it's
week.
been a long week. Yes, yes.
hmm
It's yeah, there's some we were talking about I've just had life theories with Sarah. Sarah's on here. Hi, how are you? We just had
Hi,
a chat about
Sarah.
having the energy shifts that have come through the last week. I think the last 2 weeks has been a lot of energy shifts.
Yeah.
So yeah, then we're just talking about that. How I think you were saying the energy's gone up and down. You were saying earlier this week. You said
Yeah, I've just been tired. My body has felt extremely tired. Um,
yes,
so just channeling that and resting. I'm
yeah.
getting the thought that I need to be resting, and I'm taking that advice. And yeah,
Fantastic. Well, the first
that's my
question
week.
for today, is actually quite interesting because it's something that I've gone through this week. Hi, Jackie and Jay. Just got a couple of questions. Number one, how are you guys going with your spiritual journey right to this point? I am very spiritual and I feel an energy change that has happened the last couple of months. Also, this last couple of weeks, has there been an energy change because things are crazy in my life? Conflict, talking to people, with, sorry, talking to people with the intention of anger and ego being shown upon me. Okay, shown upon me. I feel that they're pushing their opinions on me in a bad way instead of actually having proper conversations. I feel the tension in the world at the moment. How are you guys feeling? Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, the problem seems pretty specific in the sense. What did he say? Anger. I don't
Yeah,
feel
anger. I
angry.
took it
I
as
feel
probably conflict in way talking to people instead of having
yeah,
conversations. You know what I mean?
yeah. People tend to judge because you don't share the same opinions or values on politics and healthcare and a thousand other topics. And it is, the divide is getting bigger between people, and they're judging and getting really upset if you don't believe whatever they believe, and it's frustrating. But those are the people you really need to learn to separate yourself from, or your boundaries from, and focus on the thousands of other people who don't force you to believe what they do to be your friend. Like, you can be
Absolutely.
friends with
Yeah.
someone and have different opinions. It happens all the time.
Well, this is the funny thing. Like this thing that I put on, I thought, sure, a filter. I said we're going to give some love to the world, you know. And I think
Lovely.
that people have to respect each other's opinion. And look, we're all not perfect as we're going through, but when you feel, I think I had this discussion earlier about when you feel that there's an agenda behind it, like they just, I guess,
hmm
don't really care. They go, my opinion is everything, and that's it. Bad luck. But you get that
Yeah.
vibe, where they say, "Oh no, we're just saying what we say." I go, nah, doesn't sit well with me. You know what I mean? And I think we're finding a lot of that. Finding a lot of that within the world today. That people's egos are being fed that much, and they're told a lot of things that they're saying this is the right way and this is the way it is, and they don't listen to anyone else. So I'll tell you something else in a minute. I'll let you respond to that one.
Well, if you look at it from an Akashic record standpoint, the Earth's vibration is increasing. And the individuals that inhabit that Earth also need to grow their vibration along with the Earth. And the people who choose to stay stuck in these old behaviors and these very closed mindsets, they're having the biggest challenge right now managing their emotions. So they're lashing out at other people because they don't believe, and the world is changing and they don't understand. And really, it's a reflection of how chaotic their inside is. And it's important for us, more consciously aware people, to give them the love, like you're saying here, the love that they deserve, because it's hard for them as well. They don't know how to react anyway, except with anger. That's their norm. That's their pattern.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of people come from a place of fear too. Like, you want to say, I mean, we probably do it ourselves, don't get me wrong. When a friend of mine made a point that within an argument, people push their values on, push their opinions on you because of fear of what is you're saying, or fear of change, or fear of something like that.
Well, it's like, if you don't believe them, you don't like them. Like, it's a personal attack. It's like, no, I still like you. I value you as a person. I just don't agree with this topic the way you do. And that's okay. Let's not focus on that portion here. And some people just get so mad. They have to prove their point. They have to be right. They don't allow other people to have an opinion. And I don't like to associate with those kind of people, because I don't mind having spirited conversations. I love it. But not when it becomes this personal attack on people's characters and it turns into this big other thing. Not interested. Yeah,
look, and I think the point of the matter is, I just had this conversation with it. When you become more aware, there's still a time where we look at that Samadhi video that I think you've watched it as well, haven't you? You watched the Samadhi video. So we're trying to come into sort of that space where you're comfortable, where you don't resonate your, I guess, anger and or your resentment, or however you want to put it, your ego goes in. You get rid of your ego. You get rid of the ego influencing you negatively, instead of doing it positively, where you should be going, have a healthy ego and move on. But it comes to a point where sometimes, either you withdraw or you stand up for yourself, and you have to just pick your times when you do that.
Yep, it's true. It's really true. There's never going to be a group of people that all have the same beliefs, but if we can learn to love each other in spite of our differences, then there doesn't at least have to be that separation.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, we just have to sort of look at it that way, where, you take someone's opinion and they're not wrong. But I think the big thing, and I know myself, still something that we have to sort of come to balance in, is when someone says something that goes against what you have said or believe, and they say it, and you go, why are you saying that? And you have to I stood up for myself and think, it comes to a point where you poke the bear and you're just going to get a little bit.
There are people who will antagonize you. They're like the people who keep picking at you, and they'll never take a swing at you, but they will antagonize you to the point where you want to murder them, and then they laugh about it because they didn't do anything except use their words, and they're out there.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like you don't have any respect. It's a really amazing people. What you'll find is, you will find, and especially going through what we went through, you disassociate with certain people, and you attract to certain people. Like, we get on like a house on fire. We always have. My life theory is true. No problem. We've known each other for years. Jackie and I just clicked. It's just like this mutual love and respect. It's fine. You know, it's really weird how you would connect with someone. But then you get some people, and then when you put them into a situation where you have to actually deal with them on another level, you go, nah, it's not really working that way.
My new job is good. It's not worth it for you. You know better. You know they're stuck in a very low vibration and a low thought process. I feel sorry for them. I'm sorry. I send them as much. I've gone into places where I sent love to a boss. I'm like, man, her inner world, she must hate herself if that's the way she's reflecting outwardly. And I gave her love, and I gave her a hug in my meditation, and sorry, I don't know what's going on, but here you go.
That's the way it is.
I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, well, it's a case of we
And
keep
I don't need
ourselves.
to engage in it because it's beneath me. It's not worth it. My point doesn't have to be proven. I know my truth. I don't have to prove it to anybody. The
Fantastic.
people who believe me, who think the way I do, I will find them, just as such as yourself, Sarah, and the others as well.
Yeah,
We find each other. We will, no matter how far. You're in Melbourne, I'm in Canada. Like, doesn't matter how far. We'll find each
that's
other.
exactly right. Oh, we will find each other. Exactly right.